This video demonstrates how to install the HeatSync Rapid column housing onto the EASY-Spray source using the HeatSync Regulator and column heater. Refer to the IonOpticks Help Center for a list of compatible UHPLCs and mass spectrometers. Listed here are the products featured in this video. It is important to note that the HeatSync regulator included in this video must only ever be used with 5 cm column products. IonOpticks cannot guarantee column stability or performance if the regulator is used on any other product. The following section applies for users with the first generation IonOpticks Heater Controller. Plug the HeatSync column heater cable into the desired high-rose port of the controller and press the channel selector button. Follow these setup instructions on screen or refer to the user guide in the IonOpticks Help Center for heater controller user settings. Set the IonOpticks Heater Controller to your desired temperature settings, referring to the table for correct temperature deltas required for use with the HeatSync Rapid column housing. The following section applies for users with the latest generation HeatSync controller. Plug the HeatSync regulator cable into the desired high-rose port of the HeatSync controller. Plug the HeatSync column heater into the receiving high-rose port of the HeatSync regulator. The controller will display a visual confirmation of the connection and Program 1 will appear on screen. If Program 1 is not displayed, the HeatSync regulator may not be connected correctly. Press the illuminated channel selector button to enter temperature selection mode. The channel selector button and LED light ring surrounding the rotary dial will begin flashing simultaneously to indicate the controller is ready for temperature selection. Use the rotary dial to select your desired column temperature, clockwise to increase and counterclockwise to decrease. With the use of the HeatSync regulator, a temperature delta will be applied automatically. The temperature displayed on screen will represent actual column temperature inside the housing. Once the desired temperature has been selected, press the flashing channel button once again to confirm. The controller will now begin adjusting the column heater to the target temperature. It uses 2 main color indicators to show its status. Orange indicates the controller is actively adjusting the heater to the target temperature. Teal indicates the heater has reached the target temperature and is stable. This footage has been sped up for illustration purposes, but the controller should achieve your desired temperature in only a few minutes. The following section demonstrates how to install the HeatSync Rapid housing into the EASY-Spray source. Place the mass spectrometer in standby mode and ensure the Z-axis control knob has been set to the correct position using the emitter positioning tool. If no tool is available, ensure that the control knob has been retracted to prevent the emitter contacting the ion transfer tube when the housing is inserted. With the 5 cm column pre-installed, hold the HeatSync column housing firmly and screw the Nano Viper line into the Nano Zero fitting, finger tight, until you reach a firm stop. For instructions on how to install the 5 cm column into the HeatSync housing, refer to the separate installation video in the IonOpticks Help Center. With the Nano Viper line connected, slide the HeatSync column housing into the EASY-Spray source along the column holder until it clicks into place. Place the HeatSync column heater onto the fin of the housing and press down firmly to ensure the heater is held in position. Using the video feed from the source-mounted camera, make fine adjustments to the Z-axis emitter position as required. The emitter should be around 3 mm from the ion transfer tube. The HeatSync housing and heater are now installed and ready for operation. Due to the construction and the thermal conductivity of the HeatSync Rapid column housing, it's important to let the heater stabilise for 20 minutes before the first injection. This ensures that the heat is distributed evenly across the full length of the column barrel.